Okay, welcome back. Um, I have a little bit of time before I have to go to the store, and so I figured why not keep working on OstrichDB. And so that's what I'm gonna do. So let's let's do that. I'm gonna make sure my audio is picking up my AirPods. It's not. Oh, it is. Okay. So anyway, I gotta go to the grocery store, and I got a little time here, so let's do a little programming. Um, so last night, I was working on adding some logging to the Git request handlers, and I did add it, but I want to just kind of go through real quick to make sure I was doing everything correctly. So like here, this is not supposed to be an error. This is supposed to be a success. Um, as well as this one, success. That's an error. This is a success. Mm, this is also a success. Mm, mm, mm. All right. Um, Also, there's an issue with the endpoint that I'm displaying. So like this one's fine, right? Where this one's just trying to get all the projects. But everything below here needs to say specifically what project we are getting. So in here, when you do something like this, this needs to be using a string formatter. Um, and we need project context dot project name there. And so I'm gonna have to do that a good amount. Um, and actually here too, just to improve it. That and go there. And we're gonna make that capital and the project's name, uh, project context dot project name, and this is going to be that. And just like that. Um, yeah. Okay. And what's next? So, um, successfully fetch collections in project. Um, mhm, 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 mhm. Okay. And I really don't know if we need a name and a description. Like we might just need a description. I'm going to change our server event type or our server event to like we don't need a description, a name. The only reason the name was there um, was because initially I had it to where like when we add routes to the server, we log that, but we don't need that anymore. So we'll just give it a description. And in our handlers, we know we can get rid of the second thing, right? Like that. Um, Fresh collections in, but none were found. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. So this should take in the user and the event. Event just is now. Oh, I have to change. one thing here. Logging. There is no more event name. And we'll put that at the top. There's no more event name. And put that there. All right, that fixes that, I think. Yeah, here we can get rid of the name. And just like that, we fix it. So now we can get rid of, okay, so successfully fetch projects, but none were found. What's the problem here? Uh, should just be parameter method is missing. No, it's not. Let's double check to make sure I'm doing this right. So, uh, actually, we didn't need types. We're not using this anymore. Server event. Make new server event. Is that fixing it all? I think that did it. All right. Um, so the goal is to remove this old logging from the server itself and just have it for the user specifically. Because this is very general when it was for the server, and now when we add it for users, it's very specific to that user. So, for example, here, fail to fetch collection in projects. All right. Oh, dang it. Okay, successfully fetched collections in project, but none were found. And we need to specify the endpoint here um, with a string formatter or a formatted string project context dot project name. Okay. Let's continue down. Same thing. Successfully fetched collections in project. Project context dot name. Okay, so we log that, and we also do the same thing here where we want to ensure we have that. Again, like in my last video, I said this isn't the most fun stuff to watch or even do, but I think it's necessary for users to have important logging, so we gotta do it. And last night when I was doing this originally, it was very, I was tired and I was, wasn't in a perfect state of mind to do it, so I had a better idea. Um, okay, successfully fetched collection, but no data was found. Like that. That should be fine. Um, projects, collections. Project. Uh, Context dot project name and then collection dot name. Okay. Yeah, no data was found. Sounds better than no clusters was found. But we'll leave it like that. Okay. So successfully fetched collection. Geez, how many spaces were there? Um, so I think this is pretty cool to be doing all this like from scratch. Like, yeah, building the server and all that, but then adding user specific things. Like the other day, I implemented user account deletion logic. Now it's just a matter of adding that on the front end or adding, some UI for it on the front end and then connecting the back end to it. Pretty cool. Um, Successfully fetch collection, and then we'll do collection. Oh shoot, we might be out of scope here. Are we out of scope? No. All right. Um, Same thing here. Project context, collections, and then the collection name. Project context, project name, collection dot name. Okay, a few more. And then so we get the I'm not doing did I skip over this one? Looks like I did. User ID. I did not, but I do want to I had to do it in this scope, that's right. Because if we did it here, it'd be out of scope, I think. Right? So if I take this out and move it up, we're out of scope. What is this? Server logging.odin. Server logging.odin. We won't need this file anymore. I'm just keeping it around until I fully implement everything. Um, so do we need so we're putting it in this procedure's scope, but if we put it outside of it while still in the scope of this if statement or this if block, are we good? Does that really compile? No, it doesn't because project context doesn't do that. Um, what's going on here? Parameter M of type method is missing. So we're still getting that error. Oh, wait. Oh, that's why. Because I forgot the parameter here. Um, so this one should just say users owned projects. There we go. What about the rest? The rest that's where I'm going now. Okay. Ba-ba-ba. Project context, project name. Um, okay, collection name. Context collection name. All right, that one's good. Okay. Mm. Yeah, I completely forgot about the project. And even in my other video, I was like, I'll fix it later, and here we are, doing it. So it's all good. I did forget it for every single one, but that's okay. Most of them should just be that now, deleting one line and then adding in the project context, and and maybe fixing some capitalization, and then that should be pretty much it for now. Um, mm, mm, mm. Project context, project name. Cool. Right. Successfully queried for record, but no results. No results were found. And also that should be capital because it is a thing. Um, Now it sucks is I have to do this for three more methods that we handle. And then I can actually test everything out. Just because it compiles doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work. I never even gave this one the proper data. Like I never formatted this one, so man, I missed a good amount last night. Project context dot project name collection dot name cluster dot name and then record, just cluster dot name. All right. This doesn't need to be. Yeah, it does. Queried for record. Uh, mm, 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 um, record JSON record dot name. Okay, I need to create a new record. Where are you coming from? In the records. I need to do it out of the scope of this first. So, um, some record. We'll just call it some record for now. Actually, I need to get ready. I actually have to head out now. So I'm going to cut this one short and I will make a little to do here, continue updating, logging from here downward. Okay. Okay, I have to end it, but I will be back.